Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today in this video I'm gonna explain the themes of Naga Mandala, which is a play by Girish Karnad. And so let's get started. Themes. Theme number 1, Institution of Marriage. In Naga Mandala, the playwright foregrounds the recurring problems of women in the present-day Indian rural society. The play protests against the patriarchal social order for its various forms of deprivation, violence, and oppression of women in the contemporary Indian society. For example, in the play, Rani, a native and submissive girl, becomes a victim to the unjust social order through the institution of marriage. It resists all the resources that can provide her with opportunities to have self-discovery, self-growth, and happy life as a human being. The patriarchal order uses marriage as a source to exploit and oppress women in various ways: physical, emotional, intellectual, sexual, and social. Rani's father arranges her marriage with a parentless young boy with plenty of wealth. He overlooks her choice that she is incapable of taking decision. Unlike many Indian fathers, he looks at the marriage from a materialistic perspective, thereby overlooking all other aspects of healthy and meaningful marital life. The young man Apanna was rich and his parents were both dead, but he behaves cruelly as a husband by diminishing Rani of all her rights. Theme number 2, Patriarchal Social Setup. A patriarchal social setup firmly asserts men's superiority over women and is based not on mutuality but on oppression. For example, in the play, Rani in Naga Mandala finds it very hard to have healthy marital and social interaction as Apanna keeps her locked up like a caged bird. Rani longs to have flight and freedom from the cruel clutches of Apanna. As a result, she is left with no voice and choice as a dignified member of human society. But here, in a patriarchal society, Rani is always subordinated and treated as a slave by Apanna. As a young girl, Rani has preferences, desires, dreams, needs, and necessities, but she has to suppress all of them in the face of stiff and strong hegemonic system. The prime factor behind her silence and submission is that she has been counseled and conditioned to be cordial and cooperative, shy and submissive, tolerant in her marital life. As a result, she fails to gather courage and confidence to question the exploitative and oppressive system. Freedom and individuality. In Indian society, a woman is not supposed to claim freedom and individuality. In tradition-bound societies like India, the women happen to be the worst sufferers as the social norms and moral codes have been framed so as to be particularly disadvantageous to them. Rani, as a victim of severe repression and alienation, seeks refuge in the world of dreams and hallucinations. She fantasizes that she is being carried away by an eagle far from the world of Apanna. She asks the eagle, "Where are you taking me?" The eagle answers, "Beyond the seven seas and the seven isles. On the seventh island is a magic garden, and in that garden stands the tree of emeralds. Under that tree your parents wait for you." Then Rani asks him again, "Do they? Then please, please take me to them." Rani's dream revealed the inner working of her psyche. The eagle symbolizes flight and freedom, which represents Rani's yearning for release from the cruel clutches of Apanna. Complexity of human life. Girish Karnad uses a magical folktale to reveal the complexity of human life. In particular, he uses the folktale in the Indian context to reveal the social and individual relations. Man and woman intimate relationship, the question of chastity being imposed on married women while their husbands have a merry-go-round with other women outside their wedlock. The village judicial system also comes to be portrayed with ease, and with this process of deification in Indian society also gets revealed. Identity crisis. The woman is portrayed as dependent in all three phases of her life. As a daughter, Rani is dependent on her parent. As a wife, Rani is a reliance on her panna. And as a mother, Kurudava's handicap without kapanna. In Indian society, the woman is said to be completely complete only after marriage. However, paradoxically, she neither belonged to this world or that, her parental home or her husband abroad. For the woman, the home is said to be an expression of her freedom. It is her domain. However, Rani is imprisoned in her own house by her spouse in a routine manner that baffles others with the door locked from the outside. God opens a door for her in the form of a king cobra. Thus Rani struggles constantly with the issues of identity. Rani forms her true identity when her innocence is proved by virtue of the snake ordeal that the village elders put before her, and she is eventually proclaimed a goddess incarnate. Thank you. That's all.